Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig here from Video Juice, and just want to apologize for the delay in these videos. I've been working a lot, and I was a bit ill last week, so all of my videos got delayed. Well, not all of them. Arrow, Flash, and Legends did. So I'm trying to play catch up, so there will be no Q&A this week. So we're back, episode 4 of Arrow. Last time on Arrow, we had Diggle suiting up in the Green Arrow suit and going out and trying to make people believe that he is Green Arrow, even though he didn't fire any arrows. His tremor seemed to be gone, but then at the end we obviously found out that he's taken some sort of serum for it. We don't know what it is yet, but it is not going to be good, I would guess. Felicity and Curtis are still trying to get their startup business going, some sort of tech company. We don't know the details yet. And then they also made Diggle a crossbow that fires arrows, so that he will look like the Green Arrow, but won't any pictures of him like he's going to be holding a big crossbow instead of the bow. I think people are going to notice that. But that's if people get pictures. So it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. The Diggle stuff has me a bit worried for his character, because I do think something big is going to have to happen to get Oliver back. So I had theorized that Diggle is either going to die or get heavily injured, and we haven't had a big character death in a long time, and Diggle is an original character. So my money was on something was going to happen to him. I don't think they're going to kill him off, but I do think they could heavily injure him to get Oliver back in the role. Plus, especially with all this drug stuff now, I fear for Diggle. I don't want him. I don't want anything to happen to him. I like Diggle, but him having the drugs at the end was not good. Something big is going to come from that. So I'm interested in it though. It's good. It's different. So I'm looking forward to learning more about it. We still have no Slade. We still have no Ragman. We still have no Vigilante. I'm interested with the Slade stuff. Slade is obviously going to come back into it, but in what role we don't know. Like, is he going to come back as an anti-hero? Is he going to come back as a hero? Like, the Miracle is gone, and he's been in the Argos prison on Lian Yu for so long that he's had time to clear his head. Or he could come back as a villain. We don't know yet. You know, how is this reunion with his son going to go? If that goes bad, it could turn him bad. He could go bad again, but I don't know. It was the Miracle that was making him go bad, so we're going to have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to that. And Ragman and Vigilante. Whether they pop back up this season again, I don't know. Vigilante, I'd say definitely will. I'm not actually sure about Ragman, but hopefully. It'd be a shame to just discard him when he was, in my opinion, a really good character. I really enjoyed him, and he grabbed me straight away, and he was just fun. He fit in well with everyone, and his powers were interesting, and his backstory and everything. So more of that. We didn't get any questions for last week's Q&A. I did say we're not going to have a Q&A this week because I'm playing catch up, and there's already, the new episode is coming out like tomorrow or something. So there's no point. So yeah, going to jump in, check it out, see what it's like, and discuss it afterwards. Let's do this. Damn it, we got no Diggle intro. I fumbled my words so much there. The Green Arrow. I'm not going to be happy until we get Diggle in the intro.
Whiskey. Neat.
Oh,
Are you waiting for someone?
Is it too cheesy?
I like the hair.
Promise not to tell anyone.
Is she going to scream at him?
Hard not to die.
Oh, that was cool.
Dinner.
Oh,
That razor was his date tonight.
we got our first
Well, she's a lucky woman.
date since they're back together.
This is how it felt to be you, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. Reversal of roles. That's funny.
Sonic Scream did this and in his ear.
I was fucking right. She did
Saw the Vic leaving with a woman.
scream into his ear. I was going to say face, but
Star City stands at 70% against the anti-vigilante legislation.
oh, nice.
For us.
Are you sure?
Are you kidding me? I was like your guys' biggest shipper. I feel like the reconciliation taking effect is like kind of on me. So, terrific.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so
Mr. Terrific. Oh, is this who brought her back? Are they using her for something?
Well, first battle's already over.
I don't recognize him.
I don't know if this is your first.
I wasn't born. Do you always announce your attacks like that?
Oh.
What are you doing in my apartment? Thank you. Computer hacker would know better than to install these smart lock on her door. I mean, what are you doing? Caden James. Working on something.
Caden James.
Something that will hurt the entire world. And I need your help to stop him.
That's the guy that broke out, isn't it? Well, that fucking backfired. Unless she is manipulating Felicity and lying to her to get
I want to get
something.
17 because you told me conservative estimate is 4% collateral damage. 4% of what?
The world?
The world population.
Fuck.
That's almost 300 million people. And make home appliances? I thought you wanted to change the world. I thought you wanted to change the world, and look where you ended up.
Sick
I didn't.
burn.
We should go. We should go.
Gotta go down to the shop and get some burn cream for that. Oh,
What is she doing here?
Hi.
it's gotta be awkward.
When I'm done, we can finish dinner, starting with dessert. Elena?
Why is she trusting her so much after everything that happened?
There.
Sure are.
This cry resonates in the terahertz range, which can be triangulated according to geography.
Was I supposed to understand the symbol?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sorry.
Oh, that looks badass.
Guys,
I gotta say, he looks very intimidating with the crossbow.
you're too late. Actually,
She's-
you're right on time.
Oh. Oh. That was cool. She threw a bike at her. It's Oliver. Watching out for her. I fucking knew it.
Are you okay?
No! What the hell are you doing here?
Oh shit. Whoa, they were fast.
You're supposed to be in Codamati.
I'm Caden James.
Oh shit. Michael Emerson.
Very nice to finally make your acquaintance. Won't even know.
Oh, backup has arrived. The camera shots this season so far for the fights have been on point. God, Michael Emerson is playing Caden James. It's perfect casting.
Not that I'm complaining.
Oh shit, I thought it was her.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
What's happening now is not your fault.
Is that what I sounded like all these years?
You sounded smarter.
How'd you do? How did you balance being the Green Arrow, the mayor, a boyfriend, a brother? How did you do it all by yourself?
He didn't.
I didn't do it all by myself.
He had you
I
guys.
had you.
Yeah, well, I know you're just saying that to get boyfriend points, and it's period.
So smart.
Located the vault. That was fast.
Sorry.
Unless it's a trap or a decoy.
It is.
I know. I had a family.
Oh, is she gonna scream in his ear? They're gonna show it? Oh no, she's gonna snap his neck. I was looking forward to seeing her screaming in his ear.
Not dead. You would have either starved or bled to death on Leon Yu.
Starved or bled? So was she?
He's a clever philosopher. Thales of
Was she
Miletus,
not dead? It looked like she was dead.
known as
They're all decked out and stuff. Felicity's just there with her iPad.
Except for the dead body part.
Maybe James and Rogan will let you just stand there and do that.
Oh, he is not. You have to open your mouth, Diggle. Delta formation. Oh, I love that crossbow. Oh, watch the servers! God damn it. She just instantly destroyed two of them.
Maybe doing this solo wasn't such a good idea.
Good thing you're not alone.
Oh, nice!
Technically, if I'm in this chair, that makes me Overwatch. I am. You okay with that?
I am alright with that. I'm so.
Relax. Right. My left. Your right. It's a little bit of a learning curve.
Except for you've changed something about yourself. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Oh, canary cry. That was cool. Oh, she did it.
Good job.
We're not dead.
Told ya.
Those operatives, they were the same ones that we took out last month. Sorry.
Old habits. Jinx.
You've literally been sitting on the right idea this whole
I
time.
couldn't figure out a way to affordably mass produce the implant at Pomertech.
Now you have Curtis and no board oversight.
Oh shit.
You know, appropriating the name Helix.
Well, I think you don't generally need to worry about criminal hackers coming after you for trademark infringement.
It's true.
And I think it would be really nice to see something good come of that name.
Helix.
Dynamics.
I didn't expect Helix to be the name. It never even popped into my head.
I've been doing this too long to leave trails, Ms. Lance. Much safer to have Ms. Smoke's digital fingerprints on the processor, not mine.
Oh.
She had taken down the firewall.
What's going on?
That was Slade Wilson. He needs my help.
Oh shit. Slade episode next. Stinger. No. Damn it. Okay. That episode went completely different than what I expected. I thought we would get more on the Diggle front with the serum and stuff. He was kind of sidelined this episode. He was only in it for a little bit, which it's fine. I don't mind that either. I thought the episode was fine anyway. The only problem I had with this episode was the super hacking. I mean, it's always a problem with shows, with most shows anyway, when they introduce hacking at all. It always seems a little easy for the characters, especially with the internet thing this episode, like taking down the whole internet by destroying one location, one place. It doesn't bother me that much. It's a TV show at the end of the day, but I just said I would mention it. Well, like, it didn't detract from the episode for me. I still really liked it. The fact that Michael Emerson got cast as Caden James is fucking perfect casting. I thought I had heard that he had gotten cast this season. I didn't know what character he had been playing. Honestly, I had completely forgotten about Caden James. I completely forgot about him. So even just him popping back up was a big surprise. I liked the way it went. I like Arrow has done it in the past. They did it with Damien Dark, where they name dropped him in season 3, and then he was the main big bad in season 4. They've done it previously, so like setting up future things in previous seasons. And I mean, we still have Vigilante and Ragman to come back, so it could be there again for 2 other characters. Michael Emerson is just perfect. He's such a good actor, and he gets into the character so much. And I like him when he's playing kind of dark, sinister characters, kind of, you know. Like, I just loved him on Lost. He was good in Person of Interest. Honestly, nearly everything I've seen him in, I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed him anyway. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing more of him, and the fact that he's teamed up with Laura Lynn. I don't know. I didn't catch the other guy's name. I don't know who the other guy is, unless he's going to come into it properly or not. I don't know. Katie Cassidy was brilliant here as well. I liked her. She was okay as Laurel, but I love her as Eva Laurel, as Black Siren, because she's had more experience, I think, playing evil-ish characters. Like, the first time I saw her, I think, was in Supernatural when she was playing Ruby. She was phenomenal in Supernatural. So it's good to see her back playing that kind of a role, and I think she has a little bit of fun with it, and she does it well. So I like that, and I like, obviously, the team up between her and Caden James is really, really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more. I wonder if he's going to be the main. Like, at the moment, it seems like he's going to be one of the main villain for the season. Maybe. We still don't have anybody else that could be the main villain, but we're still only 4 episodes in, so it might not be. It might be a setup for a multi-episode arc that's going to continue later on in the season or something. They've done that in the past. He's working for something called the Arclight. He said he put the final bits of the code. Did he said final bits or bits of code in for the Arclight? So That's obviously something that's going to be revealed later on, part of his plan. The Oliver and Felicity scenes this week I thought were fucking phenomenal. I loved every single one of them. I loved the whole role reversal aspect of this episode. I thought it was very good and it was funny, and it allowed for some it just allowed for some good scenes, especially when Oliver took up the Overwatch mantle in the bunker. That was cool. I liked it. I thought it flowed well, and it was different. It was different having Oliver down there in Felicity's ear, and it made sense for the conflict that Felicity was going through throughout this episode with her guilt from all the Helix stuff that happened last season, which I mean, I may as well talk about it now. I was a little bit annoyed at Felicity's eagerness to help. I can't think of her name. The hacker woman. I was a little bit annoyed with her eagerness to help her. I understand it, but I would not have trusted her. She killed a person. She was basically a terrorist. She used Felicity and then tossed her aside. I wouldn't have trusted her so fast, and I was a little bit annoyed that Felicity did. But Felicity was also going through all the guilt about releasing Caden James and then finding out that he is this big bad. So it was a bit of a conflict in her head as well about everything that happened, and I was just a bit annoyed that she was so eager to help her so fast. I'm really annoyed we didn't get to see any of the ear shockwaves this episode. I had it written down. I thought we were getting it with the last guy when they were in the internet place. Can't remember what they call it. And then she just snapped his neck. That was disappointing. Fights this episode were fucking phenomenal again. The camera work this season has been phenomenal. It's been different. They've been doing longer cuts. This episode they had a few cheeky sneak cuts during the fight scene in the Helix place. I think it was the Helix place, was it? I think so. Yeah, they had a few like cheeky sneak cuts, but other than that, it was brilliant. The choreography was great. The camera work was great. I'm really, really, really liking the fights this season. They've really upped the game. The camera, especially the camera work is what's making them stand out for me. Like last episode, we got the cool camera shot in the car, and we just saw the fight going on outside the car. Then it made its way inside. I loved that. So they're just being real creative and different with the camera work and the choreography and stuff this season. So hopefully it keeps up. I'm really, really enjoying it. Still no flashbacks. So we've had one episode with flashbacks, which was the premiere. I theorized that they could potentially have the flashbacks, but space them out throughout the season so that it's not like they're not keeping the flashbacks around for the sake of having them around. I think the episodes are fine. They're not suffering from anything. I'm not really wanting them, I don't really feel like we need to have him there. So apparently Laurel was not dead on the island. It looked like she was dead, and Caden James brought her back to life. But he said like, if I didn't show up, you would have been bleeding to death and talking to yourself or something. He said something. He referenced something about her being alive, and she would have bled out if he had not come. It didn't look like that from where I was standing. It looked like. It looked like he brought her back to life, but obviously not. Unless it's going to be further explored later on in the season. I liked the anti-vigilante vote. I was about to say anti-vigilante. That one, it rolls off the tongue pretty well. The anti-vigilante vote, we got a little update at the start. 70% is against it, which I like. The people in the show were thinking it would be a bit higher. It's high. I thought it was going to be a little bit lower. I thought it was going to be closer. I mean, it still could switch, but 70% is not bad. I like that we got a little bit of an update for it. I don't have a whole lot. Helix. Them picking the Helix name is a bit weird. Especially like was I suppose it makes sense. I was going to say it's a bit weird after everything that happened with Helix and Felicity, but I suppose it makes sense because Felicity joined Helix thinking they were a different organization, thinking not that they were a different organization, but thinking they had different plans and ideas for what they were going to do. She thought they were going to be helping the world, and that so it makes sense. It makes sense that she is going to adopt that name and maybe turn her version of Helix into the version that she thought the other Helix was. So I suppose it makes sense when you think about it like that. I never thought about Helix as the name for the company when I was trying to think up stuff. It just never popped into my head. And then of course we got the ending with Slade. Slade needs his help. I really hope that means we're going to get next episode a Slade-centric episode. That's going to be very interesting. I've been waiting for that since since he left in episode 1. I didn't think we'd get it so soon, honestly. Episode 5 is not bad for a Slade episode. So I'm looking forward to that. That is going to kick absolute ass. So I am going to call it at that. Thank you very much for watching. We will not have a Q&A this week, as I am doing catch up. I'm a week behind, so there's no point, because the reaction is going to be up and then the new one is going to be up. So I am going to be spending this week trying to just catch up on all my videos. So we will not have a Q&A this week. We will have one next week though. You can like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video. Let us know what you thought about this episode down in the comments below. We'll be back next week with another reaction to Arrow. We'll also have some other reactions and gaming videos on the channel during the week as well. We have some social media links in the website address down below in the description if you want to check them out as well. And yeah, I think that's it then. We'll see you next time. Later.